Hello everyone, welcome back to Crescent BladerZ, and welcome to, I believe, one of the final Beyblade lot from eBay that I have to review before the KO tournament. Here we have a $16 Beyblade lot. This one comes with a few more bays than the usual, so yeah, let's get to it. To start off, I will be showing off these two. I don't know if I've shown the videos before, but if I did, it will be over here. This one is guaranteed though. We have Boon Kazar with 7, Under, and Hunter. I'm just doing a little speed review because these guys I've probably talked more about in other videos. Pretty neat Beyblade, has a gimmick where you extend right here and the blades pop out. You'll know this one. And the single layer Doom Sizer. Pretty cool for the meta. Not as good as the TT version, but pretty neat to get anyways. We have Oval and Excel. Yeah, pretty neat Beyblade, though the disc is probably the lightest disc in the game. We have the Dullahan and Nova Nepstrius 2-pack, or Dark Nepstrius actually, I believe. Let me check. Yep, after looking on Google, this is Dark Nepstrius. That's one of the things I did like about Turbo, is the fact that the recolors had different names. Kind of a shame they didn't continue it in other series, but that's just a side note. Anyways, we have Dullahan on 7 and Tower Slingshot. This Tower Slingshot is a bit worn out, but it still works. Slingshot mode, you just twist, pull up, twist again, and it's a really tall. Basically, its mode, well, it would have had a big gimmick, and when it's down, it's pretty low to the ground. I like using it. Dullahan, what's there that hasn't been said yet? It's one of the best looking Beyblades, not the best performing, but yeah, it was released during Turbo, so if it had metal right here, it would have been a beast. As for his little companion, we have Dark Nepstrius. Comes with 2 and Defense Slingshot. Probably one of the better combos, I'd say. I like using it because it's a dainty little defense type. Has good slopes. What's not to like about it? Going on with some recolors and some pretty special recolors, we have this Emperor Fornius Ripfire. One of the cooler subsystems of Burst. Basically, we have a small disc. This is supposed to be, I believe, vertical. Yeah, you could see the V right there. And this is Yard Ripfire. Not as good as the regular Yard Slingshot, but it still has the neat Slingshot gimmick. You just twist, pull up, twist again. It's neat. I like that when it spins, it can glow. Let's see if I can show it off. Alright, I'm gonna spin it in my hand and see if it glows. You could kind of see it. Here we have another Ripfire. We have Z Achilles Ripfire. This one comes with Boost Ripfire and Extend Ripfire. This one, it basically became a flat, so it goes from a regular flat to, hold up. Yeah, it has pretty similar gimmick to the other Ripfire. You just twist, pull up, and twist again. It becomes from a flat to a whole flat. Not that interesting, but it's still pretty neat nonetheless. Once again, I'll try to spin it in my hand and see if it glows. It does. You can see it a little bit more. We have the Anime Accurate Vice Leopard. This is the one from Turbo, so it doesn't have metal. Has a neat gimmick though, where it chomps on Beyblades. Doesn't really work, but it looks cool in battle. Comes with 12 and Lift. Lift has a pretty cool gimmick where it's two-sided, so you could put it in like this. It was a little tight, so you could twist it off, take it off, flip it, and it has little tabs right here. So you could have it in 2 modes. I like using it in defensive mode, but this is more like attackative. Or I don't know which one it is, but I like using it as a shield, basically. Yeah, I like using it like this. Destroy Slingshot is pretty cool. This is the only blade that came with Destroy Slingshot. So it's a neat way to get it. I have multiple now, so yeah, pretty neat. As you can see, it's similar to Eternal Slingshot, where you have to line it up, pull up, and it still spins, but just like Eternal Slingshot, once you launch it, it sometimes just goes back into regular mode. Continuing with the miscellaneous, we have a Breaker Excalius, I believe in the dub. Comes with a bit of metal, so it's one of the few Turbo Blades that does come with metal, though that does make him heavily off balance because it's just right here. His neat gimmick is that you could press on this, I believe, yep, and it extends a little bit. Not as dramatic as the anime makes it out to be, but it's pretty neat. Comes with 1 dash, basically an improved version of 1. It's a heavier version, doesn't have the off balance, but it's not really that good or bad compared to the original. You just press right here. This little tab goes back in. Yeah, this one's a little stiff, but it goes back in. Anyways, we have Sword Slingshot. Neat version of Sword. It is pretty weird that they didn't give it metal because Wedge did have metal. It could have been cool to have this little part be metal, but it's whatever. Anyways, the way the slingshot gimmick works is it has a little tab. You just press it in and it goes down, becomes a bigger flat, and if you push it the other way, it basically becomes normal. As you can see, it goes back to normal. A neat 2-pack we have the Revive Phoenix and Cyclops 2-pack. Cyclops is a Hasbro exclusive. This part is supposed to be gold, but because it's Hasbro, it didn't have gold. Still, probably a really round defense type ish blade. It has 5 and Flugel Slingshot. Flugel Slingshot has a funnier version of Slingshot mode where you just, instead of pushing it in, you just slide it and it comes flat or back to normal. Pretty neat. This one has the neat gimmick of bursting twice. You take off the armor, still has this, and because lots of Bays run out of stamina when they take this off, it usually wins. Comes with 10 and Friction Slingshot. Friction Slingshot, this one's a bit tighter, so the other one was a lot looser. Basically, you slide this, and it goes into flat or normal. Though some people have said that this one just goes into flat. I haven't had that problem before, but it's pretty neat. Finally, to end it off, we have Strike Valtryek and Twin Optimus. These two came in a set. It was called the Battle Tower. It was bad, but it was pretty neat. Never got it, so I'm glad that I have these two. Comes with 6 Vortex and a very worn out reboot. This one gets kind of stuck, so I don't like it, but I like having it. And Twin Optimus comes with 2 and Jaggy. That's not really gimmicky, but what is gimmicky is this. Has a little tab in here. You pull it down. You twist this part. Hold up. Oh right, it has 2 tabs, so instead of this one, you pull both of them down. Twist this and it shapeshifts. It becomes this way or the other way. I like having it in this way because it kind of has an upper, but the other way has a downward smash. It's a neat gimmick. I like using it. A bit of a pet peeve is that this one has 2, but the original had 3 and hit. We never got those in Hasbro, so I hope that one day with these Beyblade lots I could get it. In the meantime, this will make do. Anyways, that comes to the end of this $16 Beyblade lot. I had a lot of yapping to do. This just looking at the amount I've recorded. It'll cut down, but still, that's a long video. Sorry about that, guys. I'll give it a Bay rating of around, let's say 9 out of 10. Comes with a lot of Switch Strike, a lot of Turbo, and a few dual layers, plus this really rare single layer. So, yeah, anyways, hope you like, subscribe, keep blading, and stay tuned for the KO tournament. Probably last time I'll say that because this will be part of that tournament. Anyways, keep blading.